So I've already primed my skin and applied my foundation, so now I'm going to correct the dark circles under my eyes using the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. And I like to apply it under my eye first, and then you'll see that I drag it down the sides of my nose and then diagonally towards the outer corners of my eye. And this gives you that sideways triangle shape that I'm always talking about. And then I blend it all out with a damp Real Technique sponge. For concealer, I'm using ITCosmetics by Under Eye, and I'm using the same Morphe M433 brush, and I'm applying it in that sideways triangle shape. And with this product, because it is so thick, I really like to blend it out and like kind of push it into the skin as much as I can with the brush before I really blend out the edges using the damp Real Technique sponge. To highlight, I am using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color Fair, and I'm applying that concealer to the middle of my chin, Cupid's bow, bridge of my nose, middle of my forehead, under my eyes, and then above my jawline. And when I'm applying it under my eyes, you'll notice that I'm not going as high up, like towards the lash line, as I did with the ITCosmetics by Under Eye. And that's because that product, again, is so thick that if I apply a cream product on top of it, it tends to crease like in the fine lines under my eyes, so I just avoid that area. And I'm going to blend everything out with that damp Real Technique sponge. Now I'm just going to set all of those cream products using the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I do 2 or 3 layers under my eyes and then just 1 layer all over the rest of my face. To contour, I'm going to be using the Benefit Hoola bronzer and an angled Morphe brush, and this brush was part of one of their sets, so I'll be sure to link that set in the description box below. But I apply the bronzer underneath my cheekbones in that hollow area, and then I like to go along my jawline, under my chin, and then at the top of my forehead from the middle down to the temples, and then I'll also go a little bit on the tip of my nose and under my bottom lip. Moving on to eyes, I'm going to prime my eyelids using MAC's 24-Hour Extend Eye Base, and I just like to apply this with my fingers and blend it all over the lids. For eyeshadow colors today, I will be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Artist Couture palette, and for my transition color, I am going into Soft Peach with a Morphe M330 brush, and I am just applying this all over the crease. Now I'm picking up the color Morocco with a MAC 217 brush, and I'm applying this color to the crease as well, but I'm keeping this color tighter and a tiny bit lower than the Soft Peach. Now I am taking a clean Morphe M433 brush to blend those two colors together, just so we don't have any harsh lines. To darken the outer corners of my eye, I'm picking up the color Fudge on a Morphe M330 brush. I'm really focusing that on the outer corner of the eye and then blending what's left on the brush into the crease. Then taking that clean Morphe M433 brush to blend out any harsh lines. For the lid color, I will be using Azure on a MAC 242 brush, and I'm packing this onto the middle of the lid and going towards the inner corner of the lid. I'm not putting any of this blue shade on the outer corner of the lid where we put the color Fudge. Now blending everything together again with a Morphe M330 brush. To highlight my brow bones and tear ducts, I'm using the NYX Prismatic Shadow in the color Girl Talk, and I am applying that with a BHCosmetics Flat Shader brush. To darken up the lower lash line, I am using the color Fudge in Morocco and just blending them together. Now I am applying a black eyeliner by BareMinerals to my lash line, and this does not need to be precise because we will be blending it out. And then I'm using the same eyeliner to tightline and then on my lower waterline. Now I'm just blending out the eyeliner on my lash line with a Morphe pencil brush. For lashes, I will be using the VegasNay Grand Glamour lashes, which I applied off camera to save some time. So now I'm just applying a couple coats of Benefit's Bare Real Mascara to the top lashes and bottom. To highlight today, I will be using the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Highlighter with a Morphe M501 brush, and I'm applying that to the very tops of my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and I have a little bump on the bridge of my nose, so I apply the highlighter above the bump and below the bump to help camouflage it, and then on my forehead above my brow arches down to my temples, and then on my Cupid's bow. For blush, I'll be using ColourPop Cosmetics Between the Sheets, and I am applying that to the apples of my cheeks and then blending it right back to my hairline. To set my makeup, I will be using the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. And to really help keep the eyes the focus of this look, I'm going to go in with a nude lip color, so I'm going to use the ColourPop Cosmetics Lippy Stick in the color Choker. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up or comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys!